Olu of Warri, Ogiame Atuwashe the third's decision to abolish the Ologbotsere title, hitherto held by Chief Ayeri Emami, has elicited wide acceptance and jubilation among the Shekiri at home and in diaspora. Reacting to the monarch's decision yesterday, chairman of his Shekiri interest group, IIG, Bubemi Awala, said by doing so, the Olu had asserted the dignity and honor of the Shekiri nation as one of the most respected royal courts on the African continent. In a statement made available to The Guardian, Awala said Ayeri's removal was as Ologbotsere of Warri was greeted with universal elation. For the few years since his appointment as Ologbotsere by the late Ogiame Akinwunmi, Ishekiri lived with the embarrassment that a known Katabaga was holding a reverend title in a nation of noble persons. The shenanigans that preceded his appointment is well known among the Shekiri, and in fact, there were demonstrations against his appointment at the palace. In the end, his installation was done secretly under a tent at an undesignated location in a bid to present Iwere land with a fate accompanied unlikely the prompt and pageantry that heralded the coronation of Ogiame Atuwashe III, he said. He described Ayeri as someone whose tactless gallivanting around the corridors of power and trading with the dignity of Iwere land for visibility and personal relevance irritated the Shekiri people to the end. Awala stressed that by the monarch's pronouncement, Ayeri was no longer an Ishekiri chief, and his views do not align with the Shekiri worldwide, adding, in effect, the world is hereby put on notice that he does not represent Iwere land, as all his utterances and actions have been aimed at self-promotion. He pointed out that the Shekiri people heaved a sigh of relief over Ayeri's eventual dethronement, stressing that Ayeri's assertion that he did not recognize Ogiame Atuwashe as his king was proof of his confused state of mind. Only a delusional narcissist will argue with the universal acclamation of Ogiame Atuwashe III's ascension to the throne of his forefathers, over and beyond his reference to a suit he instituted against the emergence of the 21st Olu of Warri. Ayeri cannot pretend to be unaware of the monarch's power to appoint or dismiss chiefs. He added, we've seen that so far since the coronation of Prince Shola Emiko as the new Olu of Warri, the 21st Olu of Warri, Ogiame Atuwashe III, the decisions he's taking, the reactions that have followed it, many well-meaning Nigerians have called those decisions, they've tagged and termed those decisions as wise. Even the revalidation process he did for the palace chiefs, that one, they said it was really a wise decision. Ogiame Atuwashe III needed to know those who are supporting him, because the chiefs there he met, they were the chiefs that were serving or working with the deceased Olu of Warri, that's Ogiame Akinwunmi. Now it is his rule, so he doesn't need to just assume that everyone is with him. He needs to know what is going on. And even with the fact that before his coronation, one of the chiefs, Ayeri, used to be a chief, but right now, with the abolishment, his dethronement and everything, it's been confirmed that he doesn't occupy any position in Iwere land in the Shekiri kingdom, So he needed to do all of that, and knowing fully well that Ayeri has been kicking against his emergence and everything, he made that decision. And Nigerians have celebrated his decision. Some have stated that it's a wise decision he's taking, that he's a wise king, that you can't work with two cannot work together except they be agreed. And effort had been made to see that Ayeri comes back. Some palace chiefs even visited him to speak to him, caution him, give him word of advice, but he still decided to go his own way. Right now, the reaction that is coming from this recent decision, the abolishment of the title, that title. So it's not like the Ologbotsere was taken from Ayeri and they are preparing someone they will hand over the title to. The Olu of Warri he looked at it and stated that this position it looks like it's making people power drunk because Ayeri's utterance, in court, Ayeri is challenging two things: the emergence of Prince Shola Emiko as the Olu of Warri, and also the coronation that he's not even recognizing him as a king. That is really a serious one, a very, very serious one. Well, reacting to the monarch's decision yesterday, chairman of the Shekiri interest group, Bubemi Awala, he said what the Olu of Warri had just done, it has actually attracted worldwide acceptance, not just people at home, not just those in the states, in the country, in Iwere land, in the Shekiri nation, that all across, that his decision, his removal, was greeted with universal elation. And reactions are still pouring out, So far, the reactions we've been getting is that Ayeri has shot himself with gun. Ayeri, he became too power drunk. Ayeri, he took this too far. And a lot of reactions. The reactions are still coming. They're still coming because when Ayeri made that statement that he doesn't recognize Ogiame Atuashe as the king, to him, he feels that when that suit, the suit that he's still in court, when it's time for the hearing of that suit reaches, he feels that Prince Shola Emiko will be removed. Then whoever he thinks is appropriate or is right, that person will now be the new monarch. And we even recalled, as stated by the chairman of this Inshekiri interest group, he stated that right from the onset, even from when Ogiame Akinwunmi brought out the news that Ayeri was going to be crowned as Ologbotsere, that there was a lot of protests, a lot of persons kicked against it. That was why even on the day he was going to be coronated or crowned with that title, it was done in an undisclosed location so that it doesn't bring a lot of tension. That up till date, that a lot of persons within the kingdom did not really see that as a very good decision. And the sort of personality he has, also reactions that have been following it, a lot of people tag and call Ayeri a thug. That's someone who is a thug, uneducated, as they just give him so many names. But what the chairman is stressing here, that from the onset, he wasn't even accepted as a Ologbotsere. The decision did not go down well with most people within the palace. But people have got different views. Some persons are still thinking that Ayeri is within his rights. We'll see how all of this plays. Let's hear your own take. Thank you once again for staying tuned. Please don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe till I come your way again with more updates. Bye.